Good evening. I'm Stephanie Barugian. Thank you for joining us. In late September, early October, KC photographer Josie Robles and I traveled to the country of Armenia to cover the work of a local medical mission of doctors. From Fresno to Armenia, traveling thousands of miles on a humanitarian mission that's also an emotional mission.
Never forget a crime against humanity.
Once in Yerevan, Armenia's capital city, we witnessed days of protests, government offices in the city center with broken windows and police in riot gear on standby. As the conflict in Karabakh evolved into a surrender by the Armenians and an agreement to dissolve their breakaway government.
Here's Armenia, a democracy in a very rough neighborhood where democracy does not reign.
Should war crime charges be filed?
The crimes that could encompass what's happening.
Now, we traveled the road to the border as soon as that exodus began. As medical mission doctors treated patients in rural communities, a mass exodus began in Karabakh. A 10-month blockade at the border was lifted. The city square in the city of Goris was the first stop for refugee families after crossing the border into Armenia. The number of refugees is growing by the hour, now near 50,000 or more. We're in Ardashat, Armenia. This is a city about 30 miles south of Yerevan. An unused old gymnasium has been turned into a shelter open to house the more than 100,000 refugees. Fresno's medical mission donated medicine and supplies, dividers to provide privacy between beds in this large shelter, as well as toiletry items to take care of basic needs. And shelter organizers say those needs could continue for quite a while.
What can we do? That's what we have to do, and we will do it.
23-year-old Galia Arustanyan, a young mother who became a widow in the September 19th attack by Azerbaijan, providing $20,000 worth of medicine for the thousands of refugees who have flooded into Armenia from Nagorno-Karabakh.
Just relax your legs. Feel a stretch.
The doctors treating patients one by one at a time of sadness in the country.
Usually the first year is...
Dr. McGurian performed a bladder exstrophy on Hadija, who was born with
pain if I'm pressing on it.
For her follow-up, Hadija wanted to cover at least some of the cost. The Fresno Medical Missions sponsor a Smile program, providing 50 dentures to the residents of Karaget, Armenia.